Hello everyone. Yeah, I see that it's 4th of July, Independence Day in the US. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And I guess I don't expect so many people joining the stream. It's a holiday. People have plans, I know. But yeah, since Hiro's birthday is only 3 days away, 3 days, yeah, July 8th だからね、3 days away, I also have a plan. I mean, like, we'll do family get together and, celebrate birthdays, especially Hiro's. So, yeah, Justin's birthday was the third, 2 days ago. Justin's birthday was 2 days ago. Hiro's birthday 3 days later. And my birthday is on the 11th. So it's like the family birthday month, or even week, family birthday week. So yeah, we're gonna celebrate that in my parents' house. Yeah, yeah, Hiro's gonna be 2 years old. Oh my gosh. He's not even two yet. He looks big. He is big, but he's not 2 years old yet. Yeah, he's gonna be two. Um, yeah, Justin and I will become. I guess I'm still mid 30, right? Mid 30. But Justin is dipping his toe into late 30, Oh my gosh. Feels so old, Feels so old. I mean, I think we are youngest of older people. So, yeah. Possibility is still out there. I feel still young, you know. It's all about that, Still thriving my life, our lives to make it, Yeah. Okay, Mauricio, looking forward to Asagi's no BS and Hiro's Paw Patrol announcement. Ne. Yeah, he loves Paw Patrol. We prepared many presents, like toys, Paw Patrol toys. Yeah. Anthony, hello. Joe, Hiro's the main star of the show. Yep, he takes the whole show. Brian, hello. Kaho for champ, hello. Guy incognito. Do you have the same birthday? Not the same, not the same. But it's only, within a week or so. Ryuzaki, hello. Basta, happy 4th of July. Jerome, ai. Happy birthday, thank you. Alex, hello. Aaron, irregular schedule. Yeah. I have a sword dancing tomorrow. I have a sword dancing practice class tomorrow. So I had to adjust the schedule. Yeah, I have a recital coming up on August. So I have to, I don't want to miss it. I have to participate in it. So yeah. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. James, happy photo. And Joe, thanks for the super chat. Birthday Gaga fun. Yes, Gaga. ね。Birds, all the birds. He loves birds. I love birds. He took that from me. Or he got the influence, yeah. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, he's been learning many other words too, though. Both English and Japanese. Thank you, Joe. Do you call Justin an old man? Not yet. Should I? なんかさ、old lady. So, なんか I think it's kind of like a slang. But some men, some husband, some boyfriends call their partners old lady, although she's not old actually. Like, how's your old lady doing? みたいな。I've heard of it. I've heard my friend using it and was like, why? Well, is that a thing? Lloyd, hello. Do you listen to some American songs like Is the Party in the USA? That was super nostalgic. Party in the USA was like more than 10 years ago, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know, the American music is the motivation that I started learning English. So I listen to a lot of American songs, I guess. Brendan, hello, welcome back. Mom's birthday is on Friday. She will be turning 47. That's young. Well, I assume you are around like 25 to 30. Not 30, I guess. But she had you when she was very young, huh? Oh. Sword dancing. Yes, yes. I actually have a sword right now. I just put it here. I used it in my recent Instagram reel. You know, Instagram is here, by the way. Instagram reel as a prop, you know. But yeah, I recently got a sword for performance. It's for performance. It's not a real sword. It doesn't cut anything. But, you know, sword for the performance. Ta-da! ね。これですね。It costs around $280 かな ?3 万円、3万2千円とかでした。expensive. ね。So, I don't know how real it looks, but yeah, it's like that. I put the tape on it so it doesn't damage too much. I hope it's more like invisible, but I guess if you look closer, you can see the tape. Yeah. But I guess people don't look at it this close. Right. Ne. これですよ。これですよ。Yeah. Basically dancing with swords. More like traditional dancing. Type of traditional dancing. I would say, Japanese traditional dancing with swords, that would be, yeah. It's called kenbu in Japanese. Ken means sword. Bu is for dancing, so if that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, I'm practicing this right now. But man, for the practice, I have to bring this sword and a big hakama and kimono. So much like luggage っていうか、なんかね、my luggage gets really big, so kind of hard to ride on, trains and trains. Frank, welcome back. Yeah, say that my old lady, my old man. I didn't know that idiom. So yeah, my friend, a friend of mine said my boyfriend at that time, like, how's your old lady doing, right? And at that point, I wasn't even like mid-30, like I was around 30, right? So I was like, I'm not old. I'm not an old lady. Like, that's very rude, right? But yeah, it was just an idiom. I learned that was just an idiom. Doesn't mean I'm actually old or not. I think he loves birds because his mom loves birds too. Yeah. Influence, yeah. My old man or woman would be your parents. It sounds like it, right? But apparently. 侍や詐欺でござる。侍 talking ね。拙者。あさぎでござる。Archive wonderful memories. Oh, cool. Hello. Marcus Asagi. Hi. Does it look like the katana you see in Demon Slayer? I don't think so. なんだろう。まあでも、it's katana. Katana is katana. Yes. Same, I guess. Looks pretty bloody real, does it? Swiping through Bumble while watching this. Cool. Swipe it. Swipe the shit out. Yeah, it's becoming summertime. Summer holiday is in August. So towards that season, it's gonna be more, people there. Jean Tiberius. That looks real, but 3만 yen. Yes. 3만 yen, yeah. It's expensive, but for a sword, I guess it's not expensive. Looks nice. Sword dancing, kenbu です. Have you tried salsa, samba, tango on any Latin dance? I've tried, like, just once. It's not for me. I don't know. I mean, look at it. The tone is very different from, the things I do. Ballet and contemporary dance. It's very different. right? And then the teacher's like, oh, don't do that, don't do that. That's different. That's incorrect. And I was like, yeah, I'm not used to this. But surprisingly, the Kembu, shoulder dancing, I can use a lot of like body coordination, like yeah, body coordination, and I don't know how to, I don't know, the form. Surprisingly, it's similar to ballet and contemporary dance, right? I wouldn't say the same, but it's a big advantage for me that I've learned ballet and contemporary dance. I can do ballet and contemporary dance. Then that's a very big advantage when I dance Kembu. Surprisingly, so yeah. Keitaro, welcome back. Frank, thanks for the super sticker. Thank you. Lloyd, dancing with a sword. Date night must be interesting. Talk about rejection. Yeah, I have a weapon now. Happy birthday, Hiro. Yeah. Nah. Time flies. Everyone thinks 5 years or more older than themselves is old. They don't realize how quick age gets you. Ne. Yeah, now I understand that. Frankie. I'm a little scary of Japanese women. They are too strong. Cause they all have swords and I don't know. 中二病か。中二病。ウケる。I saw a video of a girl ribbon dancing. The ribbon was the dragon. It looked amazing. なんかね、Chinese なんかトラディションね。Chinese dancing. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, very gorgeous. 拙者、侍、浅木で候。Solo. How do you know those samurai words? It is 蒸し暑い in Japan right now. Stay hydrated. 蒸し暑い AF. ね。蒸し暑い。なんかhumid. Super humid. Super hot. ね。So yeah, I'm wearing non-sleeve shirts. These days, it's hot as hell. Yeah. Anyone who comes to Japan in the summer, good luck. Stay hydrated. Stay cool, もう、ね。Today I get, my parents buy us a bicycle, right? Bicycle. We don't have cars, right? My parents do, but people in general in Tokyo area or even Chiba people don't have cars. We don't own cars. We don't have car. So in this weather, I take Hiro to, like an indoor park or like child support center where children can just play indoor. Because this house is very small, he can't really run around and play. He gets easily bored at home. So I always take him out somewhere indoor places by on foot, walking. with the stroller, you know. Like I'm always like sweat my ass off, super like nasty. And Hiro's face turns red too because it's so hot, even though he's not walking or anything. And then I put like ice packs and like cool neck warmer, like ice neck warmer みたいな. There are those items in Japan, and then using all that, he still gets, really hot. So it's kind of dangerous. But so yeah, I decided to ask my parents to buy bicycle, so we don't have to get through, all the heat. Not so long. Yeah, it'll be easier to go places. It'll be great. Yeah, and that's the birthday present for us ね。ね。So it's very hot. So usually what we do is that, when we walk to the destination, we stop by like convenience stores, shopping malls, all that kind of like indoor like public places to cool our body down. But I strongly recommend to do so if you come to Japan and do sightseeing, walk around. You have to find places to just well, no joke, or you'll die. Have you got any war wounds from the sword while practicing? まあ sword dancing doesn't require doing the the tate fighting. So I actually haven't really done it with this class. But when I was on a musical as a dancer, I was a dancer. I was very serious about it, and I was on the musical. They required me to use wooden sword, not like that one, but the wooden sword, right? People say bokken or bokuto. Yeah, we used wooden swords and actually did all the like fighting thing. That made some bruises on my body here and there. Can be very dangerous, especially when you are a beginner. There's a manga that predicts the exact details of the Tokyo earthquake. Does that mean that looks similar to the Simpsons? Oh, it's freezing here. I'll swap you. Ne. It's trippy. The season is opposite. C4, welcome back. There are a lot of new about the July 5th earthquake prediction. Are you worried? I can't care less about it. I don't know, sorry, I'm not so tired. For some reason I yearned, but yeah, I can't care less about it. なんか Yeah, I've heard of it, but it's kind of silly. I don't really follow that. It's gonna be today? It's supposed to be today, huh? Okay, it's the end of Japan, Tokyo. So no, I'm not worried. When you live in a country that is humid throughout, I felt like nothing. When you live in a country that is humid throughout, it felt like nothing. Like Japan's summer, like July, August summer, are you talking about? Joe, do you ever plan to do more videos on dating in different parts of Japan? A lot of your recommendations are like Osaka, Tokyo. Everyone will concentrate in the same place. I think, I haven't published the video, but I sometimes talk about it. But in general, people are more friendly and active to mingle with people in west and south, right? West and south. West means like Osaka people, and south means more like Kyushu area. Especially Fukuoka girls are very famous for their very friendly vibe. They tend to be a little more traditional, so they kind of follow your lead. Very なんだろうね、なんだっけ、extroverted, friendly. So I think it's a popular destination to date in general. Fukuoka girls, Kyushu girls in general. そうだね。あとは、I think this is more like data oriented. 徳島かな、徳島だっけ、徳島、鳥取。It's a very like non-populated area, super countryside area. 鳥取かな、鳥取だったと思う。Those areas have very very small competition when it comes to dating. Simply because, yeah, small population, I guess. You can be easily stand out. And you don't need to be super rich because the rent and everything is very cheap there, right? So maybe that's more like yeah. If you have decent quality, I think that's like なんだろうな穴場ってなんて言うんだろう。なんか yeah, you have a big advantage there. So yeah, I want to talk about this if you guys are interested in like dating in each region. No one can predict when earthquakes will occur. It's just an educated guess. まあね、そうね。Even recent technology, you can predict like rough estimate, but not the exact day and time. Did he poop? Oh. Justin came in and took the diaper, so. Did he poop?
Yes.
Oh, that's why. Poopy boy. Fall schedule. I'm gonna see friends in Okinawa at the end of this month. It's gonna be miserable, humid. Oh, Okinawa in August. August が this month だから July か。Ooh, good luck with good luck. Louis, did you use Anki to learn other language such as English? For vocabulary, yes. Vocabulary, it's like memorized shit. もうなんかさ、カードね、何？memorize card みたいな。flash card か、flash card. Made a lot of flashcards, used apps. Yeah. Later on, when more smartphone technology came out, I used apps. But nothing better than write by yourself. I think that was not Switch. Before Switch, there was like a portable video game. Nintendo no, I forgot. It's like folded video game, portable game, and then you can use the touch pen. I forgot the name. Something box? No, I forgot. If anyone remember, it's like 20 years ago, kana? Almost 20 years ago. Not 20 years. That's too long. 10 years ago. 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, I had that. Yeah. And there was an English learning game soft. So I used it, and because they had a touch pen, they had like a mini game to memorize English vocabularies, and you can even write it. So I think that was very convenient at that point. But I wonder, my recently it's like Switch. You don't have touch pen or anything, so you write and memorize. That's the best way, I think. I'm half Japanese English, and I don't know why I love fish kanji, and I live in Oita. I love fish kanji. Fish kanji. I live in Oita. Oita あるある。大分をだいぶって読まないんですよね。そうだね。だいぶって読んじゃうかもね。初めて。大分を知らない人はそうなっちゃう。Is tourism from foreigners still active in Japan? Yes, very much. How active is it, by the way? Just wondering, given all the news on troubles with tourists in Japan or other parts of Asia. Well, だって like I told you, you haven't been here for a while. なんか Japan was the top 3 most popular destination Americans chose in 2024. First was Canada, second was UK, and the third popular place was Japan. That's crazy. That's how popular it got now. So yeah, probably as many as people still come to Japan in 2025. Mama Chari. My son loves biking, started on a balance bike, and he biked quickly at 3-year-old. Wow! すごいね。It's the sun that kills you here. 20 minutes in the sun without sunscreen will turn you into a lobster. Woo! そうね、確かにね。sun ね。Ion Mall is the best place to spend summer weekends. Ion ね。Ion, yeah, it's everywhere. Easy destination, yeah. It's hotter here in Japan right now, about 110 Fahrenheit. Because it's not about the heat, right? It's about the humidity. Humid. So you might think, right? Don't underestimate Japan's summer. If you are from, I don't know, south part of America, like Texas, Florida. It's very bad here. You might think, oh, the heat is not as bad, but it's more about the humid and especially if you come to Tokyo or city area, it's the all the concrete beach. Yeah, all the factors. People are so packed in small areas. All the environment come with it. Come with the heat. So it's not just about the heat when it comes to Japan's super brutal hot summer, right? Okay. Antonio, hi. Joseph, thanks for the super chat. Just showing support. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Joseph ね. Thank you. No luck on Bumble again. How? You have been swiping, right? No match? What? Did you read my ebook and follow my advice? If not, then I can't say much about it. How come Japanese women are obsessed with Snoopy? Snoopy ね、確かにね。People love Snoopy. But I wonder how many people actually watch the, original cartoons of Snoopy. I think there are many characters like that, like American characters popular in Japan, but not cartoons, right? なんか it's more about the vibe, cute vibe. Oh, Snoopy is so cute. It's a cute puppy. We love it. But don't really look at the, content. Frankie, Hakata girls, exactly. They are the brand. Is he learning potty yet? No. We are trying. Hey. Mama.
We were doing stickers, right?
Oh.
Look where he put the sticker.
Oh no. ちょっと、ヒロくん. So this is what he did. We gave him a Paw Patrol notebook and stickers with it. And then he put the 鶏ってなんだ? Chicken? Cock sticker on Ryder's cock. He knew where to put. By the way, he's Kento in Japanese. Yeah. Ryder is Kento. ね. Ah! Guys, see what he's done?
Luckily, it's erasable.
Yeah, it's erasable, but yeah, that's our life, guys. That's our life. Yeah, you did it. Which language is it? Vaita. Which word did he learn recently? Let's say English word? ちょうだいはね。
English words わかんない。
English words. Oh, stop it.
これ全然。
ね。Yeah, he's learning, and he's very chatty, as you can see. Door? 何？ヒロ君ちょうだいって言えるの？中和。 ちょうだい means 何 please.
Please hand it to me.
Yeah. He can't say ちょうだい but ちゅわ. No. You say ちゅわ.
I'll bring up some wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from last week.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Tako. Say bye bye to chat. Bye bye, chat. You've got a tanuki on you. Here you go. Say bye bye, chat. Bye bye. Dako. Okay.
さあ、ハッピーバースデーってみんな言ってるよ。ハッピーバースデー。うんま。イエーイ。あ、can you do it? うんま。うんま。
Okay, let's get out of here. I want to bring up some wet wipes for her.
Thanks. Yeah.
Actually, it's probably just should open a new one.
Took all the Gaga sticker back. He took last week. よいし
抱っこしてるよ。
ょ。よいしょ。Yeah, that was our boy. He's like Storm. Hirozilla. Hit the mic, yes. That's what he does. He looks so guilty. Guilt on no way. Hiro really likes Paw Patrol. He does. He's becoming 2 now. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Happy birthday, Hiro. My parents' house still has my sticker marks on the doors and walls. Oh. That was more than 35 years ago. I used to draw on the walls. Guys, やっぱ boys ね。Boys. So difficult. Yeah, I can't really remove all the color. Oh no. He's so cute. Children are cute. I'm a bear だ。Okay. Seymour ね。Thanks for the super chat. I'm trying to wipe it off, but there are still a little color left, which is upsetting. Really? I thought I can easily remove this. Jesus. Yeah, I'll work on it later. よいしょっと。And yeah, Seymour, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS. そう、DS だ。Nintendo DS. That's what I had. Nintendo DS. Yeah, I used Nintendo DS to practice English or memorize English vocabularies. Yeah. そうだそうだ。DS ってあったね。Yeah, nostalgia. Humility is what gets you. Yes. What do Japanese people do during the summer of it. It's so hot. They still go to work, stay in the office, and then spend the daytime all day in the workplace where it's nice and cool. Yeah. Other than that, if you are talking about like weekends, そうだね。まあ、インドアアクティビティーだよね。Like, there are many like events during summer, to be honest. まあ、なんか、ビアホールだっけ？ビアgarden. We call that beer garden. Usually open in summertime. They are usually like half indoor, half outdoor kind of situation and do barbecue. Yeah, it's like city barbecue かな city barbecue in the city. Go to yeah, go to beer garden. Why beer garden? They serve beer there. That's it. They serve beer and you can enjoy like barbecue in a like cooler place, not completely indoor, but you know, cooler とはね。I wish そうだね。People just go to like shopping malls and stuff like that, right? Going to the movie theater とか、shopping. Some people go to the beach, but it's just too damn hot. So yeah, sadly, not so many options, I guess. I wonder what people actually do, like different thing, not just going to the shopping mall. I wish so. These days, I wish there are more like nighttime activities, right? Nighttime, like なんだろうな、night market とか night festivals とか 'cause it's just too damn hot to do anything in the daytime these days. It used to be fine, but nowadays it's just impossible. So I wish they just stop doing like daytime event, like traditional daytime events, like summer festivals in the daytime. Just do it in the later night, right? まあそう、summer festival ね。The summer festival is always popular in Japan. There are many festivals during July to August, especially firework festival. Fireworks is very popular. But yeah, recently it's becoming just too hot. ね。Anyways, I have to skip some comments, so I'll catch up the recent comment. I'm a bear. Happy birthday to Hiro, thank you. My daughter was the messy one. Okay, even daughters. Daughters tend to well behave. But yeah, of course, not everyone. I was definitely the exception, yeah. And Hiro took that from me. My 12-year-old daughter draws all over her arms and legs, doing her own tattoos. Oh, nice. Tattoos. Michael, does Japan ever have any problems with American tourists wanting to celebrate the 4th of July even though they are not in the US? I've heard that some countries do. I haven't. But maybe in the base around the area? Maybe? But generally, I haven't heard of that. When I was little, there were these gums that came with a tattoo. We were full of tattoos back then. Hey. Interesting. Adachi just came to say hi. Happy 4th. Yeah, cool. Thank you. You have a beer gardens too. Booking my flight now. So beer garden. It's fun. It's actually family friendly event too. Oh. Well, because it's barbecue, right? Basically barbecue. Actually, we we already did beer garden barbecue twice with the British mixed family, my neighbor. Ne? Yeah. Sadly, they went back to the UK and spent most of the year there. And they will come back to Japan next year, sometime next year. So Hiro really misses them. Ne. He always, wants to play because he doesn't know what's going on. So but he still wants to play with the, half British kids. Yeah, it's sad, but that's what it is. It's nice that they have the environment, right? The family has their house in the UK, and their the they stay in a parent's house, their parents' house. They have a really big house in this area, so they can stay in Japan whenever they want, right? So their main base is UK, but they can spend like more than a few months in Japan as well. Sadly, I mean, yeah, Justin's mom has a bigger house, so I guess if we want to, we can just go to the UK, the US, go to America and spend some time there. But if we, I don't know, it's kind of wasting because we don't own this house, right? So if we don't use this house, we just keep paying our rent, and it's kind of like. Also, Justin's work is based in Japan. He has to work with Japan time, so it's hard for us to do so. And also, US custom is very strict these days, so can't be so flexible when it comes to our family, right? Well, yeah, it's nice that they have that environment. Garden parties have been part of the Japanese culture for a long time. Oh, I guess that's part of it. Never heard any Americans doing that. Nah. Global warming for you, it's becoming too hot to be outside. Yeah, sadly. Carson Lee. Hello. That's living in the dream. I'd love to spend half a year in Australia and half in Japan. That'd be great, right? ね。なんか、そうそう。But I think the minus point is that their father, they he can't spend so much time with his family due to his work, right? So yeah, but you know, まあそうだね. Yeah, either in the UK or Japan, he can't spend, because his work is requires lots of like trips and stuff, so he can't spend so much time. So yeah, for kids and mother, it doesn't matter where they live. Not really. Of course, it's more work, right? Adjusting all the lifestyle, half year, right? But yeah, I guess that's the minus point. But yeah, it is what it is. If that works for them, that's great. And children can, experience both culture. Mm. Okay, Sonic, welcome. Have you heard of foreign remote workers working from Japan for another country? I would guess Japan does not like that. I may get remote work for a foreign country, but worry that may make it impossible to move without changing job. I don't know many. I don't know many of them. No, I haven't. I know a guy, one of my customers, right? He's trying to move to Japan, and his company his company is happy to have him as a remote worker, even though he moved to Japan. But I don't know if Japan wants that, right? As long as you can tax in Japan, then Japan is happy. But if that's not the case, I don't know about the details. If you work for an American company from Japan, where does the tax go? Japan? If it's Japan, then I guess that's fine. They will give you visa, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen the real example of remote worker who get the really stable visa in Japan. Or if any of you know that kind of example, I would love to know. But yeah. Speaking of visa, Justin finally got the 3-year visa, 3-year spouse visa, which is a victory for us. Ne. So when we got married 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years and a half ago, right? He started to apply spouse visa, right? Because he didn't want to depend on company visa, right? Work visa, you have to stick with the company most of the time. So he doesn't want to rely on that. And to aim to get permanent visa, it's probably better to have a spouse visa, right? So yeah, he started to apply, but he only got 1-year visa each time. So he had to keep coming back to this, exhausting process to renew the visa every year. It was so bad. So, time, money, everything costs so much. But finally this year, he got a 3-year visa, so he doesn't have to get through that for another 3 years, which is great. Great. Yeah. Right? 本当にね、it must be, even as a spouse, it's a stressful thing, but it must have been really stressful for Justin to get through this every year, and how frustrating it is. How frustrating frustrating Japan, you know, how Japan is strict about this, right? And sometimes it's not just fair. Things just are not fair. He lives in Japan for like 10 years. He speaks the language very well. He fits into the country. He works for a Japanese company, right? But he's still struggling to get 3-year visa, right? And then this, nani, some person from, I don't know, America, and this person makes so much money in Japan. So he can, technically, he's paying more taxes, right? I don't know, maybe he doesn't. But anyway, it's about the income. If he or she is rich, coming to Japan, they can apply permanent visa in the first year or 3 years. It depends on the point, I heard. Like there are like some kind of points they have to make to apply permanent visa, but yeah, for rich people it's easy. 1 year or 3 year, and then you can apply permanent visa. But normal guy like Justin, normal guy meaning average salaryman, like Justin, it's so hard, no matter how good he is, right? Paying taxes and working in Japan, speaking Japanese, spending so much time here in Japan, but it doesn't matter. It's about the income you make at the end of the day, right? It's not fair. So I really appreciate Justin getting through all that and decide to spend time with me and Hiro in Japan. I really respect that patience. But yeah, it sounds very frustrating. It looks very frustrating. So I'm really happy that he got the 3-year visa this time. Yeah. David, thanks for the super chat. It's a big one. Oh, it's very festive, summer-ish. Super sticker even. これはどうしようかな。The sticker. I wanna give you a sticker. これかな。乾杯。Sake sticker for you. Thank you. My family lives in India and Barbados mainly, and it definitely is hard to not see them much. そっかそっか。India and Barbados. へえ、interesting. Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck is he talking about? Japan? それさ、just my stuffed nose makes it might sound like Japan because my nose I have a stuffy nose right now, makes it sound like Japan. Something like that. And then wow, somebody is really really into someone's pronunciation, someone who is speaking the language that is not their first language. Very impressive, Frankie. Working remote to other country in Japan for more than 6 months is mostly illegal. Really? Illegal even? そうなの？そうなの。まあ、depends on what kind of visa you have, I guess. But I guess if you are like, if you have visitor visa, なんか normal visa, sightseeing visa, then you can't work for a company to other country. I don't know how does that work? ね、どうなんだろう。I don't think America would like Japan taking their tax. Right? Where does the tax go? It's my question. Chevy, I tried to do remote work on a student visa. Student visa ね. And they didn't approve my request for designated activities. I think if you aren't a long-term resident, it's hard to do remote work legally. そうだね. If you have student visa, basically you shouldn't work. Like you have to minimize. Like, you can do like part-time job, but you can't get a full-time job. そうだね. Aside from 6 months nomad visa ね。そっかそっか。確かに nomad visa allow you to do that, but for 6 months. なるほど。It's funny because companies hire and have other people in other countries work remotely. Right? How do they make it work? Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations to Justin. Yeah. Just work at a company, that way you are still paying Japan tax. まあね、if you simply wanna stay in Japan, コンビニ worker is good, but you know, if you want to raise kids, if you wanna, you know, have better life, then コンビニ staff don't get paid so much. You know. I wanna walk there somehow, but I know I will get sent out for some tribal reason. It's really stressful having the idea around that you could get visa rejected at any moment. 本当だよね。There are sites with jobs for foreigners to work remotely or work in Japan. Even having good job, migration could reject visa. そうだね。What reasons do they use to reject spousal visa? So, they didn't reject spouse visa, right? They just gave him 1 year each, right? 1 year. You're gonna come back 1 year later and then renew. And he just kept doing that. So they technically didn't reject, but 1 year is very, very short for a spouse visa, right? He's a spouse of a Japanese citizen, like a Japanese person, and giving 1 year is usually not enough to spend the time to live with a family, with a spouse, right? So that was very stressful, but you know, finally they gave him a 3 years visa. But when they reject, I haven't heard of the example of when they reject it, but they could give you like 6 months visa, spouse visa. You have to come back after 6 months. that can be like almost rejection, right? Like that's very like they think it's suspicious thing going there, right? So to get approved in spousal visa, you have to give like photos of you too, like something like samples and like proofs that you guys are together, you guys, you know, obviously married, you guys are not getting married to enter Japan to get a visa in Japan or things like that, right? So you have to show that you guys have like real connection, the real reason. Yeah. For example, when we first applied to spouse visa, the lawyer, visa lawyer, she asked us to send some pictures from our dates, and she also took pictures of us in his house at that point, that to show that they are, you know, we are living together. We also showed the proof that I'm pregnant with him. With him, I have a baby, expecting a baby with Justin. Like things like that. You have to you want to give everything you can to show that you guys are together, genuinely together, not some like fake marriage or something. So if you don't show that kind of proofs enough, then they could reject you, I guess. So you want to be prepared. Sometimes you don't want to get spouse to get visa. No, that's exactly, yeah, what I was talking about. If the purpose is to get the visa, they will give you stinky eyes. Can't you be in Japan at the time of application? Yes, you can. They will give you the paper, like official paper that okay, this person is applying visa right now, so he is eligible to stay in Japan while it's on the process. So you know, if anytime you have to show your ID, you can show that as a temporary proof. You know, yeah. Does your country not have a visa free for 90 days? Uh, I guess it depends on country. I think that depends on the countries, between countries, right? I don't think that's a universal rule. But if you are an American, I think you can stay in Japan for 3 months, 90 days, without visa. That's my understanding, yeah. Sometimes regulations rejects visa and tells you to find spouse in the time remaining. It's hard. What? The migrations tell you that. Eh? Really? Countries have reciprocal tax arrangements. What does that mean? Yeah. Congrats to Justin. Much less stress now. Yes, much less. Thank you. It must be extremely frustrating to try to get a visa, but as from Oita. I speak in an Oita dialect and I consider Kanto as Tokyo dialect. So throwing in Japanese words cracks me up. Thanks. Bye. Bye everyone. Anthony, bye. Cutlass, welcome back. They must have wanted to make sure the marriage would last before giving him a longer visa. Yeah, I think they are testing, right? Yeah, and they took solid 3 years to test our marriage, right? Obviously, you know, first year we were expecting the baby, and second year we were raising the baby together, walking, and all that kind of stuff. But they still didn't approve. But yeah, third year, finally, yeah. So if they rejected, Justin would have to go back to the US. Or he could apply another visa, like company work visa, working visa. If that's the case, yeah. Because he's still employed by a company, Japanese company, so they could sponsor visa for Justin. And that's less likely to be rejected. So he has an alternative, but you know. But with the 1 year spousal visa, did he have to leave for a year and then come back? Or was he able to renew it every 12 months? Yes, renew. He just renewed constantly. Government wasn't invented to help you. Apparently true. Does the Japan spouse visa allow for dual citizenship with the USA? No, that's no exception. If you are American, you can't have a dual citizenship with Japan in any circumstances. Unless you are half Japanese. Your parent, one of your parent is Japanese, then you can kind of have dual citizenship. For example, Hiro can have both passports, right? If he applies, he can get Japanese passport and American passport, right? And Japan eventually asked him to choose between the country. But it's not strict, right? So many half people, mixed kids in Japan tend to not to decide and keep their passport, keep their citizenship, both citizenship. And Japan doesn't really follow that because it's kind of like an exception, right? For the mixed kids. But if you are born and raised in the US, move to Japan, you cannot be any kind of exception. You have to choose between the two. The only way you can live in Japan for long term is the permanent visa. So you are still American, but you have a right to be in Japan as an American, not as a non-Japanese. Permanent visa is enough. You don't need citizenship. Yeah, most of the American people keep their American nationality and get permanent visa. That's most of the cases. The cases where people actually become Japanese and abandon their nationality is when they came to Japan for the better life. Maybe they grew up in a very poor country and came to Japan to have a better life. For example, recently it's becoming more of a thing to become Japanese among immigrants from Russia とか Ukraine because they don't really want to go back to their country. So it's more convenient to become Japanese. So those cases are increasing, not like skyrocket, but it's more like makes sense for them to become Japanese. So yeah, so it depends. And then I guess when it comes to people, immigrants from America, they don't really change their nationality. They don't really need to, right? Even if you are half Japanese, I thought once you turned 22, you have to choose one or the other. 20 kana? 2018, once you become an adult, they tell you to do that. But the reality, people don't really choose between the two. And Japan kind of let it slide when it comes to mixed people, yeah. Hiro doesn't get dual citizenship. So I don't think he will. No, I don't force him. I'm definitely not gonna force him to choose between the two. If he wants to, if he really wants to become Japanese one and only, or American one and only, then I'll let him do that. But I don't think there's a benefit. He has a chance to have dual citizenship. Maybe not officially, but he can. So I guess he will most likely not choose and keep both citizenship, I guess. That's more likely to happen. Matt Ryan, hello. Is your husband a veteran? I am he's not military at all. Yeah. He's not. Yeah. Can you apply for citizenship? Citizenship. Well, by applying permanent visa, I guess that's a citizenship. So that makes you have dual citizenship, if that's what you mean. But you can't get a Japanese passport by getting a permanent visa. So if citizenship means eligible for both passports, then no. Half Japanese still can't have dual citizenship. I met 2 people said that they can't get dual. So だけど that's 建前と本音建前なんですよ。So they officially they say that you can't get the dual citizenship even though you are half, right? But they actually don't really, follow up and, punish you or anything by not choosing one citizenship. So many half mixed people actually don't choose it recently because they know they let you slide. I know because they know government let them slide, right? So in public, they say, no, you can't. You have to choose one between the two. But actually, you don't have to. There's no punishment on anything by not choosing. So, yeah. That's the 本音というか、まあ、リアル。There are certain cases where you could renounce your citizenship without losing it and keeping both. Is it some kind of that not with Japan though, right? Katoras, I saw Oriental Poro did a video recently with people who gave up their original citizenship for Japanese citizenship. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there are people like that. Oriental Poro, she's from the US, right? And I guess she doesn't give up her citizenship, American citizenship. But yeah, there are just many other people who don't have a reason to keep their original citizenship, right? It depends. If Hiro wanted to go to school in the USA, would you move to the USA and get US citizenship so he could attend school? If that's what he wants, we'll try our best. But we are not affluent as that. Working in Japan, we are both working in Japan, Justin and I, working in Japan. And if suddenly move to the US and try to send him to an American school, then we have to find a job. At least Justin has to find a job. And I have to work my ass off to make money. Not like I'm trying my best to come. I'm trying very hard to, keep up my income to survive. But I'm talking about, maybe going to OnlyFans or something. I have to be super desperate to make that money to send him to American school. You know what I mean? I'm talking about that level. I'm super desperate kind of level. Not just trying to make it level. Right? So maybe I hope it doesn't happen, but maybe we have to give up. Maybe we have to, force him to stay in Japan and go to Japanese school because we can't keep up with the income. At least the income we make right now, American school is not an option. Sadly, yeah. If we, I don't know, yeah, it's a big change. If we really plan ahead, save money, can happen, but not realistically speaking. Like we have to move, we have to find a house, we have to, find a job. It's hard. It's super hard. Yeah, especially the inflation in the US. It's almost impossible for us. Yeah. Okay, everyone became quiet because I talked about OnlyFans. Or maybe the connection is bad? I hope not. Hey everybody. I'm not starting OnlyFans, so please come back. As an Australian, I would love to live in Japan permanently, but even though I speak Japanese and understand the culture, I am scared of locals not wanting me there. Try them! Try them! Come to Japan, stay there a little bit, and then see how they react. I think in Japan the views of citizenship is more related to blood. That's why it's so difficult. Perhaps, with there are still many traditional minded people here. Maybe the ones born over here in America don't fully understand the game. Maybe you can get Japanese citizenship, but it takes a long time, and you have to give up your citizenship. I guess if you can get longer and the permanent visa citizenship isn't really necessary. So. I give up. They made it too complicated. I'm going to steal an identity and fake being a Japanese person. Yeah, there's a spy movie action going on. No, it's not Kamala Harris. She got a husband. What? Matt. Coming on 6 years of being married. First was 1 year visa. Oh, same. And second visa is 3 years. Whoa, that's good. Retired veteran at pension of 6K used per month. Pension, veteran pension. It's strong, right? ねえ。すごくない？ペンション 6K ペンション Life is easy. Well, of course, you served the military, worked hard, but still, ooh, that sounds very nice. Ranger, you would need to get a green card, yes? そうだね. And to stay in America for a long term. And it takes like years to get a green card nowadays after some politic event happened. I might even get kicked out. So, is your husband under the age of 38? If so, he should join the military reserves. Many benefits for your family. ちょっとね、if you actually know him, he's not a military guy. He's not a military guy. そうね、I know there are many benefits. And I know there are many like successful people like you. But I've also seen many unsuccessful military people there. So even with the benefit, it's kind of like a risk, I think. ねえ、ミリタリーってさ、I don't know, maybe there are some sections in military makes it kind of easier. You know, you work like normally and, you know, be a veteran and get so much benefits. But there are some sections requires a lot. Even you have to sacrifice your time with family, time with your spouse, time with many things, right? So it feels like a gamble to me. It sounds like. But having multiple passports is useful for traveling, right? Asagi's only fans. No PS. Right? I have 3 passports already. すごいね。3 passports. Some countries allow that, but not Japan, yo. He can join the Air Force. It's easy. I can help guide if you like. Justin being in the Air Force? Can you guys believe it? No, I don't know. Maybe it's not an option as an American. He probably says no. He probably says no. Less about the day-to-day experience, more about just a feeling. そうなんだ。I have 12 passports. I'm a CIA agent. Yeah, only CIA agent can have 12 passports, and then most of them are probably fake. Yeah. ね。Maybe Justin can become a fighting champion with the beer belly. No. No. Yeah. If there's some kind of programming related job in Air Force, then that sounds like a good deal, you know? Sagi-san, when I die, my wife will get 3 pensions. Best of both worlds. She will get DIC benefits. DIC ってなんだ? Tax free and my social security plus her Japanese pension. Oh, yeah, very secured. I get that, but I think I have a very mixed feeling about military. It's a very complicated job, position, especially in Japan. Not everybody likes military だし、あとね、requires a lot of moving, and think about military wives. I'm sure your wife was okay with that. But military wives are really difficult position. Right? なんか I can't really imagine how it's like. I mean, I've seen military people. I've seen military wives. なんだろうね. I was even with the military guy, if you guys know, right? そうだね. There are so many positive things I experienced with the military life. Military girlfriend, I guess. And I've seen many negative signs about military as well. But maybe, that was not Air Force. Experience can be really different in each section, each circumstances. That's why it feels like a gamble. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you are wealthy enough, there are countries that will let you buy citizenship. Ne? Wealthy, rich people. Yeah. it's definitely programming related to work in militaries. へえ、そうなんだ。I've got the citizenship from my parents plus my native country. ああ、OK, OK. そうね、インターナショナルファミリーか。I mean, self-defense force. Japanese always told me off for calling it military. Really? Japanese military? Japanese self-defense? そうなんだ。へえ。But do they let American work there? ん American bases are very controversial in Japan. Yes. Yes. JSDF is military in Japan? Apparently. Don't think JDF allows gaijin. そうそうそうそうそう。うん。We both are 50 years old. Okay, okay. Okay. Ask Justin what he thinks. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. We met after military. I've been very blessed with my new beginning here in Tokyo. Parents love me very much and even hug me. I love them. Ah, so after... Ah, そっかそっか. So you got married recently. それすごくねマジさ、your wife is a winner. Because she had her career and life and everything in Japan or anywhere. She had her best life and then, she's got her pension secured, her career secured, and then got married to you, made her so much more benefits even with the pension and all the benefits like free shit being a military wife, and then she, veteran wife, and she doesn't have to deal with all the relocations or all the crazy like rules in the military. So I think she got all the positive benefits by being with you as a veteran, successful veteran guy. But do you know the divorce rate in the military? Military marriage は確か75% divorce rate かな More than 75. But when it comes to international marriage within like a military, that's even higher, like 80% or something like that, right? And so ね、of course, in your case, that doesn't apply. You guys are all more matured. You guys have your own lives going on, and then got married because same value, same passion, and everything. But those young veteran marriages, very high divorce rate. そうね、だからそうそうそう。Like I've seen many like bad examples too. So yeah, that's why I don't jump on all the benefit that American military has. But sure, like now in my position, in Justin's position, the thing is very different. So it's a one way to survive, I guess. And I don't know what Justin thinks about it, but thanks for the idea, I would say. Japanese constitution doesn't allow military, I think. Only the self-defense force. So, でも they want to be called military, right? That's what he said. Air Force has great jobs, but it requires doctorate level in highly specialized fields of study like quantum physics, advanced materials etc. へえ、そうなんだ。We've Justin, we've decided you are joining the military. Bon voyage. We are winners. We met late in life. ね、sounds like having the best life. ね。She has great timing, right? Right? She's a winner. I was always single in military. Oh, I'm not stupid. The young are stupid in choices. Plan and make goals. Stay focused. まあそうだね。なんか本当 many military people get married very young. Like teenage marriage are pretty much common there, right? まあ I get it. Especially when they are very young. They are in a very strict 何 environment, right? They don't even have their own room, house, apartment, whatsoever. You know, they live in a dormitory with the very strict rules. And but once they get married, if they have a wife, suddenly, all of a sudden, it's all freedom, right? Like you can get a car, you can provide it. They provide you a house, and you know all the other things. It's all of a sudden it's eligible just because you got a wife, you got married, right? That was a little strange to me, but that's why people want to get married, right? Young military people. Or simply, yeah, young and stupid, right? We all make worse decision when we are young. So yeah, with the strict environment, very tough trainings and all that kind of stuff, and the rule of the military and the youth makes the divorce rate super high in the military. So I guess that doesn't really apply when you get older and get married. Yeah. Right, right. I live near 3 self-defense force bases when I worked in Japan. When one teacher got mad when I translated 自衛隊 to soldier, saying they kill people and Japan has no army. Any country could call their army a defense force. そうね。まあ自衛隊は self-defense force だよね。ね。What about a military themed OnlyFans? I'm sure there are ones like that, right? I'm pretty sure if you go search military military theme and OnlyFans, they'll show up. I'm sure they'll show up. Anything can be an fetish. So yeah. So yeah, military themes OnlyFans, then boom, more money. So I can send Hiro to an American school. Japanese teacher always used to tell me money is not everything, but you need money to live comfortably. That idea always gets to my mind when thinking about Japanese. Maybe I'm traumatized. ね、まあでも she says the truth. She says the truth though. ね、money is not everything. But you need money to live comfortably. I think that exactly applies to the dating advice too, right? People say, oh, you just gotta be rich to get girls, right? Or, some people say, it's not all about money. You can be broke, but if you have a kind, uh, good soul, you still can get girls. Like people, those things, but this is it, right? Money is not everything. If you're if you're if you are all about money, if you are rich but asshole, then you don't get a real relationship. Maybe you get attention from girls, and maybe you can date and sleep with girls because of money. But those girls who came for your money, not gonna be the love of your life, or, not deeply in love with you, right? So definitely money is not everything, but you still need money to to live comfortably with your partner. So you still want to have stable income. Doesn't have to be enormous amount of income, but you know, decent, stable income, right? So that goes to everything, I think. John, see you. But the truth about being rich is they are either lucky, unethical, or illegal. I don't think there is another way to be rich. Nowadays, it almost feels that way. Especially ね、rich でしょ. When it comes to rich, there is some kind of, yeah, you were lucky. You came from a rich family. You all, you grew up being rich, right? That kind of people are definitely out there. Unethical and illegal, yeah, maybe. Like, there are so many like exploitation happening. Like there are so many like shady businesses out there, right? Um, you know, you can trust my business. You can trust my business, right? I'm trying to be ethical, and then I'm not like selling things that is like deceiving you or anything like that. But there are so many businesses out there definitely selling things that doesn't work, or like they know it doesn't work but still selling it, right? Um, yeah, those businesses are out there. Yeah, but when it comes to, decent, stable money, it doesn't require that. If you try hard, if you keep learning, and look for opportunities, then you can get there. But yeah, being rich is something else for sure. So my brother's ex-girlfriend got pregnant by a guy who joined Air Force. Your brother's ex-girlfriend got pregnant by a guy who joined the Air Force. She gets child support for the next 18 years. And that guy is broke from paying child support. The guy who were in Air Force had to pay for the child support. やばいねっていうか be careful. Yeah, 本当 be careful. うん。本当にね。yeah, don't make bad decisions, especially when you are young, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about, right? The guy who just joined Air Force. Yeah, young militaries. They are very stressed. It's a stressful environment for sure. Um, and they're frisky because they are young. So easily make bad decisions for sex, girls and sex. Uh, be careful. Google. Hello. Arrived late. What is Hiro's opinions on Paw Patrol? Yeah. He was playing with the sticker book and was doing an interesting thing. You can go back watch it. My homeboy said not to get into a relationship with Japanese women when I get there. Any thoughts on why? I want to ask why to your homeboy. That's my question. So you can date, you can have a relationship with a woman from your country, but not with Japanese lady. Why? I want to ask why. Why? Why? Like, is it more about, oh, you probably have a cultural gaps and language barrier, so you're not, I don't date Japanese women. It's gonna go, it's not gonna work out. Is that your friend's advice? Or, like, is it straight up like the racist shit? Or does he have some kind of idea in Japanese women by watching all these street interviews or like some kind of like YouTube resources, TikTok gossips and stuff like that? Oh, Japanese women are cheater. Japanese women take all of your money and disappear. That kind of negative stories about Japanese women. That's why I want to know. Um, Summit, thank you. Glad to catch your stream. I'm taking the JLPT N2 exam tomorrow. Please wish me luck. Oh, N2 か。頑張れ頑張れ。N2 ね。When you have N2, things will be easier. うん。なんか、you have more job opportunities. You can definitely say, I speak Japanese, fluently. That kind of level. N2. So good luck. I'm back. My mouse froze. Oh, okay. Welcome back. I think he had a bad experience. Okay. He had a bad experience with a Japanese woman, with a or maybe a few Japanese women, and then say, no, not for you. Before you even experience and find out. That's a shitty advice. I dated one in the States. She was wild, but I still loved her. But I am still willing to go to Japan to date more Japanese women. Go ahead, try. Yeah, and you will find out. But in general, though, if you are only attracting those bad women, evil women, then you might want to look at yourself in the mirror, because usually who you attract is who you are, right? So that's my no BS advice, you know. If it smells like shit everywhere, look at your pants first. だっけ? There is this kind of saying, right? Oh, JLPT N2, cool. But the red flag during the time he stayed in Japan, he was married to a Vietnamese woman who was secretly married to another man. So I think both of them were, they both were cheating. That's what I was talking about, right? Look at yourself in the mirror. You're cheating, you attract cheating women. Okay? That's definitely what I was saying, right? そういうもんだよ。At the end of the day, that's what it is. But how does that happen? He was married to a Vietnamese woman, but she was secretly married to another man. How is it possible? I wonder. Maybe so in Japan, you have to show that you are single, right? なんかね、you have to get the 独身証明書。So 独身証明書。If you are a foreigner marrying in Japan, then you have to get a document from your government to show that you are single in your country, right? But in the Japan part, in Japanese records, Japan has their record, and you are single, then fine. But they also require from your country that you are single, right? So it's less likely to happen, like dual marriages or something like that. But I guess in Vietnam and America, they don't really do that. So it can happen, I assume. Are you next to Fusa Station, Yokota Air Base? I'm starting a business soon. Fusa ってどこだ? Fusa どこ? I don't know where those places are. But yeah, I don't think I'm so close to any of those. Fusa とか横田はなんかあっちか? あっち。West Tokyo? West Tokyo? I live in Chiba, so. My aunt was married to my uncle, and he was married to another woman too in the USA. So it can happen in the States, within the States even. The fuck? So doesn't America like manage marriages? They don't? I guess they are too big and then they can't manage all these marriages, I guess. Like maybe between states, they can't really confirm that they are single. Is it how it happens. I'm not sure how it happened, but he had a double marriage, and even my cousin was born at the same time as his other daughter. What? That sounds so messed up, huh? Double marriage. Huh. Huh. He. 怖っ. So scary. So scary. It almost never happened in Japan. Double marriages never happen in Japan. Japan is very strict. It's on your record and you can't marry another person. I mean, there are horror stories about married men dating another woman or married woman dating another man. And then they find out once they try to get married, right? And ta-da, I was actually married. Yeah, I said, let's get married, but I'm married already. That kind of horror stories, yes, I've heard of it in Japan. But double marriages, you can actually get married to a married person. The fuck? え嘘でしょえ I mean, dated a Cambodian woman who lived in Cambodia but was still married to a Japanese husband and was looking to marry me for American citizenship. まあそれは straight up 詐欺fraud marriage fraud romance fraud うん Their own marriages happen, I guess. I guess. Takada no Bamba ne? International place. Federal laws in America. Okay. You go to jail for that. I guess so. You can sue. You can definitely sue him, right? Can Japanese marry the same gender? Nope. Not at all. Not at all. People are I think many people are open for the idea. Especially this country is dying, right? まあでも、そうか。これポリティカルね。ポリティカルだね。too political. ポリティック。まあちょっとin general, more Japanese people are open to same-sex marriage, right? It doesn't harm. They don't think it's a harm or anything. But government never approve for some reason. Yeah. Well, that's what's happening in Japan. This. To get spouse visa in Japan, is passing N3 or N2 required? No, not required at all. You don't have to. Technically, you don't have to speak Japanese at all. But not a good image, though. Not a good image. I don't think it's required. I'm doing to get points towards permanent residence, but that's under an AHSP visa. そうだよね。Age impacts the visa requirements if you want a point, sadly. そうだね。なんかね、age is a huge impact in Japan, in general. Double marriage is probably because paperwork for international marriage is different or not recognized. I can marry 4 people in like the Gulf states while headed to a mainstream country. そうか。そうか。There was this YouTuber who ended up getting permanent residence, but I think he was like N1, 2 or something. Okay. もう詐欺だよね、詐欺。Danny, hi. Rules are not trackable in some places nor enforced, unless you happen to reside in such a state or country. まあそうだね。まあ、at least between Japan and US, I don't think that happens. Especially when you get married in Japan. That doesn't happen です。ね。うん。Study! Study! Hey! I entered into a very serious competition. ああ、ね。Happy Saturday. I'm in between lessons now, but saw you were on. So I wanted to say, hey, I hope you and the family are well. Thank you, thank you. ね、good luck with your classes. ね、and happy 4th of July かな Islamic marriage versus mainstream marriage. そういうことね。Yeah, maybe if you get married in Islamic countries? ねえ。でも it's a super horror story. You know, the person you got married is actually married to another person, then that's a horror story. Whew. Yeah. Sue them. Sue the shit out of them. もうthat's the only revenge you can do. Take care and nice chatting with you. Have husband join the reserve air force. It is easy. Okay. Islam allows you to have up to 4 wives. 4 wives! あ、そう。でも、there's a limit. I didn't know that. So you can't have a 10 wives, but 4 is fine. Hey. You were the only person to wish me a happy 4th of July. Hey. Tonight is fireworks festival here, but I'm too busy with lessons. I'll do my best. You too. Happy 4th. I hope you ate BBQ. そっか、BBQ。そっか、4th of July food か。I didn't. But ねえ、そうね。Enjoy. You have to be able to provide the same amount equally for each wife. そうだよね。So you gotta be rich to have multiple wives. ねえ。You can't be just an, you know, stay home husband or something. I wanna ask if divorce court is the same as in Japan as anywhere else around in the world. What does that mean? Can you sue internationally for divorce in multiple countries? 確かに。I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. I haven't thought about it. うん。I also didn't know there was a limit. Right? うん。What happens at 5? You get punished for that? You have to get divorced? At least from with one of them? I don't know. How do they manage all those wives? I'm starting to have a difficulty reading kanji. Isn't that a problem for people with poor eyesight in Japan? 考えたことない。Maybe? 確かにね。If you don't have a good eyesight, maybe it's confusing. I haven't. But you can, you can still do guessworks, right? Not just what you see. So I guess it shouldn't be too much issue. Okay, it's time to go and get ready for the family gathering tonight. for the birthday party. And next weekend, I think I'm gonna do I'm not gonna do special things, but birthday stream みたいな、なんか yeah, a little birthday themed live stream on the next weekend. So yeah, please come to the live stream next weekend. But yeah, thanks for joining this live stream. I didn't expect so many people to come because 4th of July, family time kind of. But yeah, thanks for sticking with my stream. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, happy 4th of July, everyone. Have a good night or day wherever you are. I'll see you in the next weekend. Bye. じゃあね